and gentlemen, show notes, and in fact, it is show time. Now, if someone will remind me about the booty from last month that I collected on Super Chat, Patreon, and side gifts, I will give you a total on that. I have it, but I wanted to wait a few minutes before I before I upset anybody. I like to try to go 60 seconds without upsetting anybody. And talk about upsetting somebody. Jack Thomson is here, and he is partly responsible for today's show notes, maybe 70%. It was his idea. Disclaimer, 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 disclaimer. It was Jack Thomson's idea to do some of these fictitious scams I'm running. I just want you to know that. And Scott Del Fuego, welcome to the machine. We have two intelligentsia on our show when it comes to the English language. Michael Circus is on the air. So we are the Philippines experience. Welcome, Gary. Thank you very much for the shout out. And to anybody that ever comes to any of my shows, there is an actual blogger in the Philippines that lives with a normal wife or future wife named Shah, and his name is Gary King, and he is the gentleman who you'll see is the third comment down, the Philippines experience. And that's Philippine without an S, a non-plural, because someone almost copied his name. I'm not real sure why, but so you might go to an incorrect channel. If you want to see an actual blogger, the Philippine without the S, singular, blogger is an actual blogger. Gary Kennedy, aside from being personal friends with Gary, I'm going to tell you something that's going to find this hard to believe. Gary Kennedy and his beautiful girlfriend, Shah, here's what they do now. Are you listening? Gary flies to the Philippines, and he'd like to spend several months here. They have a property, and when they get to that property, they take care of whatever Gary needs to do when he gets here. And then listen to what Gary does. You're not going to believe this. Him and his girlfriend, they leave the house. They leave the house. I'm telling you, they leave the kitchen, they get dressed in the bedroom, and then they walk to the front door, right? Then they look outside like this and they say, what a beautiful day to go someplace and make a video of somewhere in the Philippines. Now, you might not believe this, but Gary Kennedy, he wakes up, he goes, where should we go today? So he gets dressed, he shuts off his aircon or fan, and then he puts on his walking shoes, and him and Shah, they go outside the house, and then they go to Palawan on the zip line, and they go on boats, they go to the beach. He has a motorcycle that he tours the Philippines around on. He actually blogs about the Philippines. So that's the Philippine singular experience. Now, the other channel that sounds similar, no such thing happens like that. They're two different types of channels. So if you want to watch an actual blogger, like what Daisy and I used to do, or what I did when I first moved to the Philippines, is I traveled to I've been to Palawan, Coron, and several other islands and parts of Palawan. I've been to all of Dumaguete and I forgot the name. From Dumaguete to the top of the island, almost every city on that island, and all of Bohol I've blogged from. So that's what Gary does. He actually makes videos. So if you want to watch somebody make a video, the Philippine singular experience, he blogs about the Philippines with his girlfriend. They get dressed, they shut the air conditioner off, and they go outside. You're not going to believe it, but it's true. So thank you for stopping by, Gary. Runs a good channel. He also does live streams where people talk to him, and he talks back to them about real topics, about taxes, about places to live, about the living conditions in different parts of the Philippines, about general knowledge of the Philippines. He is full of this knowledge, full of it. So if you need and you really want to talk to somebody, not like me, because you know, and I know, and everybody's starting to know, and by the title, I run a legitimate scam, and we're going to get involved with that in a minute. So thank you for stopping by, Gary. Let me put my glasses on. I'll pick a pair over here. So let's go back up to the top of the page because there's a lot of comments already. Sob, hello, Mr. Fazio. Sob is back, baby. Welcome to the machine, Sob. I saw your comment last night on Big E Show. Does that include me about past lovers between you and Big E? And then you said LOL. So just in case you didn't think anybody saw that comment, I saw that comment, and so did everybody else. And we love the fact that the people that go to the Big E channel can be so open and honest with one another and have fun at that, knowing what I do about the Big E and his relationships with the people that do work for him, the people that don't work for him, the people that did work for him, and his personal life. I gotta say, that is most entertaining to know that all of you people can be so honest with one another and not have any remorse or recourse of regrets. Thank you for coming, Sob. Now, Bruce Davis is, of course, as you well know, a troll. So we do have Bruce Davis, Scott Del Fuego. Scott, I could tell you who Bruce Davis is, but you can tell by her use of the English language, it's not a man with a name like Bruce Davis. Bruce Davis is a Midwestern name from like Michigan, Ohio, or Oregon, and most of those people have a college education. Bruce Davis has no such thing. The belief is that Bruce Davis is not even a man, and that man lives on an island in the Philippines, and we'll leave it at that. Gary is saying, Gary knows who Bruce Davis is. We all know who Bruce Davis is. Definitely not a man from the Midwest. Gary is in the house. Thanks, guys, for coming to his live stream. Gary puts on a real live stream. He doesn't run a legitimate scam. He talks the truth about everything that he knows about. Plus, he has quite, and when I say quite the sense of humor, he has quite the sense of humor. And he has a high intellect. Unlike myself, singular brow, low brow. I have one single brow. Talking about brows, look what happened. Look, I was looking at my line this morning. I had a picture from high school. It's back another 64th of an inch since I got to the Philippines. It's back. Now, I'm going to get a haircut soon. I was thinking of lopping it off. I'm going to go buy one of those shears that you just lop off your hair. There's no reason to have to deal with this if it's going to happen again. I want to be able, this is not getting very long. But I also noticed, because it is done lockdown, I noticed my hair's back. It was 3/8 of an inch since high school. Now it's 3/8 of an inch plus a 64th. You gotta just grow old gracefully. That's all. I can't be upset about every 64th of an inch every 10 years. But what is that? High school, that's 40 years ago. 40 years ago. and 40/16. Yeah, that's about 3/8 of an inch. Sub. Yeah, I know you've been. I saw the absentee message. Sub. Everybody has real stuff to do besides YouTube. Thank you for even stopping by, even for just a few minutes. Even if you just stop by and say hello and umping per me. Salamat. Central Scrutinizer. It is going to be a good show. I got show notes now. Today, there's going to be gifts given out. We're going to give out to the most useless blogger in the Philippines. We have gifts. So I will be the one. You don't have to send in your votes. I will be the one to pick out what is the least valuable channel on YouTube in the Philippines, in my opinion. I will pick that out, and we have a special gift today that Jack Thomson and I, we discussed this morning. I have to give the credit to Jack Thomson. I would probably not have thought about these things. I haven't thought about these things since I worked in water construction jobs. You don't see them here in the Philippines, but in New York, with all the people that went to the beaches, you used to see these things all over the beach. So we're going to give away prizes that we used to find on the beach in America. Well, there's got to be some on the beach in the Philippines somewhere. These people are going to get special prizes. You're not going to believe what Jack Thomson came up with to give out for free prizes to the bloggers with the least important information. Scott Del Fuego. LOL, says Gary. Salamat. Scott Del Fuego. Howdy, Jack Thomson, and welcome to Gary the Philippines Experience, one of the best travel and photography style blogs of the Philippines, focusing on the South region. Oh, certainly, Scott. That's what Gary, his introduction is superb, very professionally done. I don't know who did it or how, but then he actually goes, he doesn't walk by, he doesn't do this. We have the schmucks on YouTube. They walk by. The camera is going, the camera's going like this. It looks like they got the camera suspended on rubber bands, like they used to suspend explosives when they carried it in the old stagecoaches so it didn't bounce around. They got cameras going like this, up and down, up and down, up and down. Or they got their finger in front of the damn lens, and you can only see half the picture. Gary doesn't do that. You ever see that schmuck on the television commercials? He puts his finger on top of the lens like this, and he goes, "Look, I'm a blogger," and it's on. I think it's the Mutual of Omaha. So you're looking for the lion in the Mutual of Omaha, and he's going, look. He's putting his finger in front of the camera, going, look at the lion, look at the lion, look, and he's got his finger in front of the lens. Who can see the fucking lion? Nobody can see the lion. That's the guy. The Mutual of Omaha guy does that. Or go, look over there. There's a giraffe. Look at the giraffe. Look at the giraffe. And he's pointing with his fingers. Fingers going like this and like that. His finger looks like he's going, look over there. Look over there. His finger looks like a Oten on steroids. Look over there. Gary don't do that with his camera. Gary's a straight shooter. He goes like this. Gary goes like this. And over there, we have a church, and the church was built in 1890 by a certain order of religious sect. And the church seats 290 people, and it has parking in the back of the church. No, that's how Gary does a blog. Not like that stupid bastard on the Mutual of Omaha commercials where he goes, look over there. There's a giraffe. Oh, look, there's a giraffe over there. Look over there. There's a giraffe. And there's an elephant. Look. No, Gary doesn't do that shit. Gary's a blogger. He's a real blogger. He really makes videos about the Philippines. Imagine that. Imagine that. Oh my God. So let's get on with some of the show notes. I'm going to tell you about a little bit of the booty. I just got notified today. You guys are not going to believe this. I did not apply for my stimulus check. Did not. I didn't even do my taxes. I was about to buy TurboTax this morning, which I'll do this afternoon. I didn't apply for a stimulus check. I didn't go online and check to see if I was allowed to get a stimulus check, because I said last week, I'm not sure if I even qualify for a stimulus check. So I call up one of my brothers, and he goes, I got good news. I said, and I asked him about one specific thing. He said, no, not that. He goes, but I got a check this morning in $1,200 for you. Well, last night, because it was my time, $1,200. And it says that there'll be more stimulus if this address is correct, and you have nothing to do. So not only didn't I ask for it, I didn't apply for it, I didn't even read about it, and I got my $1,200 stimulus check. So what I'm going to do with that stimulus check, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my notes. First, I just want to read a few more things. Sob is saying hello to Scott. Gary's saying hello to Scott. Scott's saying hello to Gary. Sob, hello the Philippines experience. Thank you, Michael, for the shout out. Oh, you're welcome, Gary. I can't wait to get back on Skype with you. I have some videos that you are going to just laugh your buttocks off. Big E in Cebu. Welcome to the machine. Big E, I got the answer to our question. I can't relay it to you in video form because it would not be proper. It would be legal, but it wouldn't be proper. So the answer to your question from yesterday, 100% is laid out, and I will talk to you even since I left you a message this morning. Immediately after that, I took care of that, and I have the correct procedure to do what we want to do, 100%. I'm killing me. You're killing me, Michael, says the Philippines experience. Well, the Philippine, singular, no S. Take the S and stick it where the sun don't shine. Now we have Pinoy Ahoy. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. Pinoy Ahoy, if you'll notice, has a wrench. Let me tell you why Pinoy Ahoy has a wrench. He's probably one of the nicest people that do blogs that help other people, besides Big E and a few others. But if there was like a top 5 blogger that helps other bloggers build up their channel, Pinoy Ahoy is one of those top 5. And he has a wrench because on his show, if you're not familiar with it, let's say you have a YouTube channel and you want to get a shout out. I would do it for you if I go to your channel and I see a decent video. But Pinoy Ahoy specializes in shout outs. So if you go to his channel and ask for a shout out, Pinoy Ahoy will give you a shout out. And what he does is he takes his cell phone, he looks up your channel, and then he takes his cell phone and goes like this and shows your channel and the link to your channel or Facebook page, if you're a Philippines blogger or not. So he has people that do music videos, he gives them a shout out. His channel is basically about shout outs. So that's why he has a wrench on my page, so that if he feels that he has a specific person that he wants to shout out, he has the ability to give the person's name, the channel name, and the link. Because he's a positive person. like Big E is a positive person. Like a lot of Big E's friends are Canoy in the Philippines, always positive. Now, if there is negativity, it's negative construction criticism. It's not negativity. None of that negativity stuff. If he's being negative, it's constructive criticism. Just consider it constructive criticism. Like where Big E, once I heard Big E say, that person probably should look for better legal advice. I heard Big E say that. Now, he wasn't saying anybody's legal counsel was bad, but he was saying that somebody's legal counsel, whoever he was talking about, could probably be better. Now, I don't know who, or how he was talking in regards to whom or what, but Big E did say that someone probably should seek better counsel. Now, so that's constructive criticism. He didn't say anything bad. He was trying to be helpful. And I don't know exactly how helpful he was, because I don't know if the advice was taken. But remember, the super chat button is your friend. So in regards to the comments, let's go back to the comments. We have comments. I have to get to my glasses. There they are. I'm going to get to my glasses. Pinoy Ahoy. Been following Mr. Fazio for over 2 years, even before he had a channel. Well, thank you, Pinoy Ahoy. Gary has at least, he can get his teeth. Gary, out of the pawn shop. Okay, now let's go back to my comments where I'm going to start reading. So first of all, the show is about how to run a legitimate scam. So we just gave Pinoy Ahoy the shout out and the reason why he has a wrench. That's done. Next topic. I got my stimulus check today, even without filing 2019 taxes. $1,200 I'm getting. Now, here's what I'm going to do with that money. Warren, as you well know, is sending $3,000 for my computer. Originally, I was going to buy an Asus Pro Duo. I cannot, there's no way I can get that computer shipped from Newegg, Newegg, from America. And I will tell you why. I'm going to have to buy it in the Philippines. It was it's down to $2,500 plus shipping and import fees, but they will not guarantee you get the computer. They won't guarantee it. Import fees you have to pay before they ship it. There's no tax, but you have to sign an agreement that you will be in a certain place to get your computer. But if you're not there, they have the right to have somebody else sign for your computer, a neighbor, a friend, a person that lives in your house with you. And if that happens, that computer has been delivered. So theoretically, the delivery boy can sign the document. And there's no insurance on the computer. So they will not send you a computer with a guarantee that you're going to get it. Now, probably you're going to get it, but there's also something else. If there are any, the Philippines wants the Bluetooth code from the computer with the original receipt. So I would have to have the original receipt in hand to go to pick up the computer, because they won't ship the computer directly to you somehow without the computer code. That's one problem. Second problem is if you get it, if they will forward the computer from wherever they check the Bluetooth information, because they open it, and you don't have the original receipt, you don't get the computer. So there's all kinds of complications with shipping. Now, somebody could probably put it in a ballot buy-in box, but I'm just going to buy it, and there is no warranty. If they ship it to the Philippines, zero warranty, 0 days, zero money back guarantee, zero. So I'm going to have to wait for things to open up and order the computer. But between Warren's $3,000 and my $1,200 stimulus check, which I didn't ask for, what I'm going to do is I'm ordering what is known as a CRAY, C-R-A-Y, a CRAY Systems 4. Now, the CRAY Systems 3, you've heard me talk about. The CRAY Systems 3 runs military operations for the United States government. All right. And that's what they've been using since the late 90s or early 2000s, the CRAY Systems 3. But about 4 months ago, they came out with a CRAY Systems 4. Now, this computer is in charge of all, not only just the military, but it's in charge of nuclear warfare strategy, which missiles to launch first, which missiles not to launch until a secondary barrage of missiles come towards us. Then this computer will send out a secondary barrage of missiles towards them, all automatic. So I'm ordering the CRAY Systems 4, not because of the nuclear strategy that it has inside it, but also there's a deciphering mechanism inside the computer that is facial recognition. Okay, so that facial recognition software also has the ability to decipher codes. Like if like you see that, like on the dollar bill here, look, see the dollar bill. Now I've always explained to you that on the dollar bill are different pictographs, right? Well, also what I discovered on the back of the dollar bill is that encrypted into the webbing, and the webbing is the part around this, are numbers, all encrypted around the outside of the dollar bill, all different numbers. And depending on the angle that you hold the bill on, see, like this guy here, there's a little face there, and he's looking at a number, but this is not the only number he's looking at. When you add this number to this number, that's two numbers, but it's not the number two. It's 1 plus 1 equals 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, because there's also words. So 1 plus 1 really equals 4. So this is a type of encryption on the back of the dollar bill that I believe is a technical code that's more advanced than anything I've been able to discern. I know it exists. I know the code exists. I see right here before my eyes, 1 plus 1 equals 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 4. So 1 plus 1 actually equals 4. But that is not the only place that you see this. On the other side of the bill is another section that says 1 plus 1 should equal 2, but it's not 2. 1 plus 1 equals 4. But that's only on that side. But if you take all of these numbers just on this one bill, you have 1 plus 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 1. It equals 8. 8, the number 8. Now, 8 is the universal number for infinity. That's why I believe the code on the back of the dollar bill is infinite in and of itself. So with this new CRAY Systems 4 computer, I'm going to be able to scan the dollar bill into the computer. I'll be able to scan it into the computer, but I'll also be able to input verbally or type it into the computer what I want it to look for and what I want it to do. So in other words, I'm going to be able to give it verbal commands like on Star Trek. So this CRAY Systems 4 is going to help me determine what these just what the decipher or what the cipher is. There's a cipher in here somewhere. I know there's a cipher in here. I can feel it. I know it mentally, because 1 plus 1 no longer equals 1. It equals 4 or 2 or 8 or infinity. This is problematic. I've been contemplating this for many years now. So, but now with the additional $1,200 stimulus package and the $3,000 from Warren, the Cray Systems 4, probably from the people that are distributing the Cray Systems 4, there are 3 available. Okay, one is in Utah. It was used by the NSA to keep track of all emails. They don't need that anymore. So they're going to wipe that clean, and they put it up for sale. I can afford the Cray system from the one from Utah. It's underground now, and they have to get it above ground, which brings me to the fact that I need more money for the hotel, because now I'm going to have to put a blower system in with aircon and moisture controls to put the Cray Systems 4 in. I was going to use the bottom of the hotel to build a small laundromat or some sort of like a 7-Eleven or something like that. But now I'm thinking, if I can break the cipher on the dollar bill, that will earn me enough money to build another hotel on another island. So that's my objective. I want to build my hotel, and I want to build another hotel on another island so that I could have 2 hotels, which is similar to the 1 plus 1 doesn't really equal 2, because there's going to be more than 2 rooms. So 1 plus 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 1 is 8. But we take that because it's going to be 4 floors, and we double it from 8 to 16. The Cray Systems 4 will allow me to build a hotel with the Warren H Pavilion, the Cray Systems 4 on the bottom, the regular room rentals on the 3rd floor. And of course, my floor, the 4th floor, will have equipment to build stuff and like a tinkering operation. And on top of the concrete roof of the 4th floor, we have a small, not a big, a small helicopter landing pad. We'll be able to have a short catapult for the Signet 3 aircraft, because it's very windy up on the 4th floor. So if I can get that Signet 3 facing into the wind, and then if I could get a big enough rubber band, because I just can't install a steam boiler in the basement and run steam up through the building. It's just going to be too much. The amount of energy I'm going to need to get the steam from the basement, the sub basement, to the roof, it's going to make the whole building hot. So what I'm going to do is we're going to Africa, and we're going to get rubber, and we're going to make a giant freaking rubber band, and we're going to take the rubber band, a real rubber, gum rubber, and we're going to head that slot, the catapult launch, towards the wind. Now I can't land up there because there's just not enough room up on the top. So what I'm going to do is, I have the plane itself. I have a davit that hangs over the side of the building. The davit will lift up the aircraft after I take it out of the water, because it's an amphibious aircraft, because of course I live on an island. So then, and also there's going to be jet skis that are going to be picked up, so we don't have to worry about the locals using the jet skis when we're not home. So these are the plans with the money, the extra money that I'm getting from the stimulus and Warren, and also GE Northrop. And talking about money, I still Page High, you're out there. Yesterday was a perfect tide to go swimming, and it started raining. Oh my God. We probably had 2 inches of rain in 2.5 hours. So it didn't work out. Oh, you are there. Oh my God. Page High. Oh, wow. Well, let's get the glasses on. I didn't forget about you. I'm going again today. Well, let's see. Wow, Bill from Philippines on Demand is in the house, baby. Now, Philippines on Demand, he does shows. If you're a football advocate of football or sports, Philippines on Demand, he knows football. He followed the draft picks for this year, and if you want to talk football, that's the man to talk about. And he has a channel, and he's new to the Philippines blogging community, but please check out Philippines on Demand. Page high. Did he say stimulus? Mr. Obama's ears. Oh my God. Mr. Obama's ears. Oh my God. Mr. Obama, I was a bad Obama. I dressed him down last night. Mr. Obama's ears, baby. Look at this. Hello, Paige. Hi. Hi. Hello, Paige. Hi. Just perked up. Mr. Obama, who do you love? I love Paige. Hi. Why do you love Paige? Hi? Because he's not breaking my balls to go make a video. Not like some other people. The other people that gave you money to do shout outs. Not Paige High, not breaking balls. Well, Mr. Obama, those other people that asked me to do shout outs, they sent me the money, but instead of doing a shout out, I'm going to send them a scam sandwich, Mr. Obama. What about Paige High? No, I'm looking for a starfish, a certain type of starfish for Paige High. And what's so special about Paige's starfish? Well, normally a starfish has five legs. Woo! 5. Woo! Long. Well, some of them have long legs, but the Paige High starfish is called the sun, S-U-N, sun starfish, and the sun starfish, they have 10 legs, and they're very long. The legs. Woo! How many? 10 long legs. I like sun starfish. Fazio, not Fazio, Mr. Obama, Mr. Fazio. I like sun starfish, Mr. Fazio. Well, that's what we're looking for Paige High. We're looking for a sun starfish that's about 28 to 32 inches in diameter with very long legs. Can I come? Mr. Obama, if the sun starfish and you hooked up, probably you could come. Yeah, it'd probably be within reason. I mean, it depends on what you consider coming. Like, it depends on like what is. It depends on what is. It depends on what comes means. Oh, now you're talking. Now you're talking. What did I say? What is? You like that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because what is reminds me of coming and coming. Coming where? Anywhere. So all of this is how did we get on this subject? I love Paige High. He sent you money. He sent you money for a shout out. He's not breaking your balls. Mr. Obama, don't talk about balls on my show. Okay, he's not breaking your nuts. Okay, Mr. Obama, thank you. All right, not Fazio. Mr. Fazio. I'm going to go over there. What are you going over there for? I'm going to, look, wait, I will show you. Look what I got, Fazio. Mr. Fazio. Look what I got, Mr. Fazio. Wait, let me put on my Warren H sunglasses. This is going to be good. Get ready. What do you got, Mr. Obama? I got one nut. Where's the other one? Over there. We'll go get the other one. A man can't walk with just one nut. Here. How do you feel now, Mr. Obama? Oh, now I feel much better. I got 2 nuts. Two giant steel galvanized nuts. What could be better than that, Mr. Obama? Oh, there's lots of things better than 2 nuts. But what could be better than 2 nuts, Mr. Obama? Well, it's not the nuts themselves. It's what you do with the nuts. Is that like the ocean of the motion? That's like that. That's like that a lot, but not but it's more important. So what could be more important than two galvanized nuts? Well, if you really want to know, bronze nuts. Bronze? What, you mean brass nuts are better than galvanized nuts? They're good. They're better. Anything better than that? Well, yeah, yeah, bronze nuts are better than brass nuts. So well, how do you make bronze? More tin, a lot of more tin. You put more tin in the bronze, in the brass. More tin makes it harder. So you got hard bronze nuts, and then Manel is probably better than bronze. A little bit harder, a little bit, but it will oxidize a little bit, not so much, and the oxidation will stop. And then after Manel, well, after Manel is just one place to go, one place. What would you do if you were going to go to that one place? What kind of nuts? If you had your choice of nuts, Mr. Obama, what would be the best nut for you? Well, you've heard of surgical stainless steel, right? Yes, Mr. Obama. Surgical stainless steel is what they use in the operating rooms. Well, being that Page High is here, he could tell you that surgical stainless steel, I think it's 306, very good stuff. Could put it in the salt water for many moons, and nothing happens. So your choice of nuts, if you had a choice of nuts, you would choose surgical stainless steel nuts to be in the Obama library. Yes, that's right. Surgical stainless steel nuts would be the best of all all nuts, because they don't oxidize, and they don't rust, and they don't do nothing. Those surgical stainless steel nuts, you could put them, you could, if they were small enough, you could eat them and nothing would happen. So you could put the surgical steel nuts like an earring, and it won't rust in your ear. Oh, you could put it anywhere. These surgical steel nuts, they're the best. So you would take surgical steel nuts over the galvanized nuts. Yes, always. Ask Page High. He's a doctor. He'll tell you surgical stainless is the way to go. All right, Mr. Obama. So what do you want to do? I want to take these bad boys over there, and I want to play. What are you going to play? Nothing, honey. Nothing, honey. All right, Mr. Obama. Thanks for stopping by. Well, you thank Page High for the uptick conversation about the 10 long legs. We like long legs here on the Hoodwinked by an Angel show. You thank Page High. Thank you, Page High. And this has been a special guest appearance by Mr. Obama. That's right, baby. Mr. Obama's number one, right, Mr. Obama? That's right, baby. That's right, baby. One. Just one. One. All right. I got to put him down really easy. If you drop Mr. Obama's nuts, it will be, it will not go into the museum, the Hall of Fame. So Dr. Page High is here. Now we'll get some feedback from Dr. Page High on whether or not surgical steel nuts is the way to go. So let me get my glasses. I have a lot of trouble keeping track of all of these. Here they are. All right. So Lyrish Israel caregiver, welcome to the machine. She says, hello, Bishop Fazio. Stimulus, baby. Obama's ears just got perked up from Page High. Not as much. If I find that damn star sunfish, I did look for it. And I got to tell you, okay, they appear on only a certain type of sand. You won't see them in the mud. You won't. You'll see them in anywhere from 24 inches of water. I've seen them as deep as 2 meters. Now, I'm sure they live in deeper waters, but I've only seen up to 2 meters where I've gone down and picked one up and not taken it out of the water, but I will pick them up It won't hurt them. It doesn't affect their little suckers or anything. And I've flipped them over. And then I've made a video of them rolling back over. And the difference with these sun starfish, now this is real, you could look it up, sun, S-U-N, starfish. Number one, they have 10 legs, not 5 or 6. Number two, a normal starfish, you can see motion, but it's very slow. It's like very slow. Like I'm dropping my finger down, and this would be as fast as the average starfish could move, or even faster. But a sun starfish, their legs, all 10 of them at the same time, can move independently of one another in different directions. And when they latch onto a rock or a weed or a shell to flip themselves over, each leg will grab it from a different angle and flip themselves over. But the legs will move like this fast. They will move literally 200 times faster than a regular starfish. That's why I want to get this one particular. I want to look for one anyway. And now the tide is at 3 p.m. It's high tide. So you're not going to find them at low tide. What they do is they bury themselves in the mud at low tide. So you could walk over one and not know you walked over it. They have the ability. This is for Dr. Page High and anybody else that's interested. So let's say that this is a sun starfish. Okay. So it has 10 legs, and all the legs go out in different directions. What it does is all 10 legs, independently of one another, they shake back and forth like this, very slowly. And while they're shaking, the little suction cups on the bottom of their legs are pushing the dirt above. They're rotating the dirt from the bottom to the top. And within 45 seconds, now I'm not exaggerating, within 35 seconds, if it's a nice clean white sand, they will disappear under the sand in 45 seconds. It's an amazing thing. That's what I really want to get on video. I have other videos of it, but I want to give Dr. Page High a shout out because he sent me $10 in super chat. I didn't forget about it, and for a shout out from the deep, I don't forget about any of that stuff. That's why I'm looking specifically. I only went out one time, and the place where I found them is not close to the house at all. It's quite a distance away, but I've not seen them. They won't be around where there are people. They might be around people, but they won't habitate around beaches that are a lot of traffic on the beaches. Somehow they know from the smell of the worthless and poisonous suntan lotion. Anybody that puts that garbage on their body, or anybody that advocates putting that garbage on your body, I got to tell you, is not a very intelligent person. I've heard bloggers. I see all these Coppertone commercials. I see all of these sunblock commercials. Anybody that puts that garbage on their skin or advocates putting that garbage on their skin has got to have an IQ of under 30. All it's doing is clogging up the skin's natural ability to breathe in and breathe out. That's all it's doing. It also blocks the sun. But why would you want to block vitamin D from entering in your body in the first place? Put a shirt on. Just put a shirt on. You can put a long sleeve cotton shirt on and wear a big brimmed hat, and you're good to go. Why would you put that garbage on your body? I don't know. So far, I'm 64. I've used that stuff in 1978 or 79. I went to Florida for a few months, and the beach, the sun is brutal. Okay. And I put that stuff on my back when I went swimming. But I only did it a few times. maybe in my whole life I've used 1 6-ounce tube of sunblock because it's just poison. Can you drink it? Can you eat it? What could you do with that? Can you somehow put it on your hamburger? No. So if you can't eat it or drink it or put it on a hamburger, why would you put it on your body? And I've seen bloggers that I just think that those bloggers are stone stupid. If a blogger tell Biggie, if Biggie is here, he'll confirm what I'm saying. That's just garbage. Now, in the case where you have no shirt and you're on a beach or coming to the Philippines from the dead of winter from Canada or Alaska or something like that, you put a shirt on.